Welcome, welcome. It's riding with the Ride AMAP in Swingarm City. And this is second day. And it's just playtime. It's a roller coaster with handlebars and a throttle. You just find the hills and work your way up and down them. It's super fun. In one of my previous videos, I couldn't remember when it was that I hurt my ankle, and it's on this one. Just sprained it a little bit, went off of a jump, came down on the peg incorrectly. You know, I jumped a lot of things when I was on BMX and mountain biking and stuff when I was a kid. This is a picture of me jumping over my friends in college. And this was back in 1992. So, no suspension bikes. No front suspension, no rear suspension. Just hard everything. I always thought it would be so cool when I was a kid to have a motorcycle that I could have suspension on it and stuff. One of my friends actually did have a bike with suspension. It was really huge and bulky, and this bike was extremely heavy, but it was still awesome to like drive over a curb and be like, that was awesome. I didn't shake my bones. There's a picture of me and my friend Todd. We lived on bikes. In the summertime, we'd wake up, eat breakfast, leave the house, ride bikes all day long until it got dark. Probably not even have lunch. Come home when it got dark.
Y'all need to follow me up that berm, man. It's so fun.
And this picture in college, we had two bikes on the ground, two guys flying there, and I'm actually flying over them. Probably a little in front, like I'm over the bikes for sure. But they, this is before digital cameras. And so, you know, we took the picture, had no idea what it was going to turn out to be like until we went and developed it. And it turned out pretty good.
Oh, here's another.
But always been on bikes, always been on two wheels. And so now I'm in my 40s, late 40s, riding around Swingarm City, hit a jump, come down on the peg wrong, and just sprained my ankle. Luckily I had my Mega MX boots on. But perils of getting older, I guess, or not being trained well enough on a motorcycle. Who knows? It was just so fun to be, you know, turn 12 years old again and ride the bike around and just see what it's capable of. Feel some adrenaline tickling your belly up and down as you go off these bumps. Just having a ball.
Outstanding. Like I said, it's fun being 12 years old again.
Just reliving the childhood, reliving the dream. That's really what motorcycles always did for me, is they just take me back. Here's a couple of the guys. But as you get older, you know, when I was younger, thought to action was really quick. As you get older, you think you're younger. You think you can do thought to action. But it doesn't work quite as well. And if you do move too quickly, sometimes you pull something, or sometimes you just snap something. So getting on a motorcycle and flipping that throttle or pulling those brakes, just thought the action is so much better. Let's pull out the still camera here to take some shots. And this last one is really cool. Take 3. Look at that one. It's so awesome. I think I end up going on ride. So the DR is a great bike. Super good all-rounder. But for jumping and doing kind of the hard bumps and things that I'm going over, the suspension is soft in stock form. Everybody probably already knows this, and the reason I bought this bike from this guy is it had most of the major components things. It had like the case guard, it had the bigger foot pegs. Woohoo! There's a jump. And most of the stuff was pretty much already done, but it's still the stock suspension. And should I blame my injury on the stock suspension? You know, you always see these MX guys taking these tabletops and doing all this crazy stuff and
Found a good jump.
never looking like their suspension has any issues.
Follow me on this line.
So that's me getting some air. I think Tyler does hit me on the drone. It's not one of my biggest jumps, but the other guys were making fun of me because when I would go up like that,
You need to give me some third person of that.
Craig was like following you around and watching your saddlebags fly up in the air and come back down. It was hilarious. I should have probably strapped him down, but
Right here. This is a good launch.
if you're going on a long trip, you don't think you're going to find a playground like this and just be out there and jumping and trying to wheelie and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Those saddlebags for holding tools and spare tires, or not tires, but tubes. First aid kit, you know, stuff like that.
All right. Sean's getting after it.
Sean's on the Beta. Still having some fuel pump issues with that. He comes and joins us in the morning and then he heads not home. He heads back to the Airbnb to fix it. It's incredible to think that just like less than 12 hours ago, we were up at like 11, 12,000 feet seeing snow. And then now we're out just playing in the sand. Splash dirt. And this is nothing, we're not breaking any laws. This is Swingarm City. It's all OHV access. I was really surprised not to see, you know, there wasn't a lot of other tracks. Every now and then we would come across like a side-by-side track or something, but there was nobody there when we were there, obviously, with being early July. So it's hot. Most people probably come and play in the winter. Oh, I got farther on that one.
Okay, cool.
There's Joe. He's on a KLX 250. Every now and then you can hear my front fender hit the wheel or the tire. That's the one that hurt me.
Okay, that one went
So I came off the jump the other way, big 6-foot drop or so, and my right foot was just like, sweet, big time. But I pretend like nothing happened. I can feel it right there going over the bumpers again. So I'm like, actually kill it. But just pull in the clutch and let it back out. She fires right back up. When I was a kid, we'd go to a place called the Monkey Dunes. At least that's what we called it. It wasn't actually called the Monkey Dunes. It wasn't on a map or anything. But it was basically somebody's field. And they had a bunch of berms and some jumps and some different kind of tracks. And it was a good mile away from the house, maybe more. And this brought me back to that time period in my life where we just get up in the summertime and get on our BMX bikes and go out and ride all day long. If you needed a drink, you got water out of the gutter, or you turned on somebody's hose. A lot of times you didn't even know the person that you were turning on their hose, and nobody cared. As long as you're outside and you turn the water back off, this is awesome. I had a mongoose back in the day. That mongoose had spiderweb wheels.
Come on over here. Joe, go up this big one with me.
Joe was worried about the power on his bike being a little 250.
Yeah, I bet you can make it up this way right here. It's not super steep. And then you can just follow me down.
So I was trying to convince him he can do it up here.
I can do this in third, so this isn't super steep right here. It looks intimidating, but it's totally soft. Gives you a nice little whoosh at the bottom. So it looks like it's really steep, but it's not. You just coast all the way down. Woo! And it doesn't get sharp at all. It's just a super flat. Yeah, just go straight down. You're all right. Don't worry about it. Just go. Just let it coast.
Of course, everything's more fun when you can get other people involved.
That's awesome. Get you some speed and you just woo. Once you feel it like not digging, you can just turn around. Yeah. This is nice. Up against the walls, man. This is cool.
So that mongoose that I had had spiderweb wheels, and for one of my birthdays, my dad totally revamped everything. He gave me new. He went from a coaster brake. He put on freewheel. Gave me front and rear brakes, new seat post.
Where is everybody else?
It was a completely different bike.
Oh, there they are. Wonder where the drone is.